Who is your favorite character in the Star Ocean series? Okay, let me think of the cast. Let's break it down like this. I'm gonna pick my favorite of each series, of each game, of each of the 6 games. I'm not counting Blue Sphere because it's the same cast as Star Ocean: The Second Story. So let me think. Okay, in the first game, I think Ilya is my favorite character. Yeah, I love Ilya. She was always in my party. I never took her out of my party. I beat the game with her in my party. Yeah, she's my favorite character in the first game. In the second game, I think I'm gonna go with I used to love Precis. I love her personality, but I don't know. I never found her that useful as a party member. As a unit, she wasn't that useful to me. I know there are ways, to exploit her and to make her badass. I'm kind of broken in the party. I never found them. I just fought a lot of battles with her and realized she wasn't that good as a party member. So I might stay with Ashton. I think I'm gonna stay with Ashton. Yeah, I mean, the big sword, the 2 swords, the big snakes, I mean, plus his personality, plus he's a badass in battle, he was there in my final party. Yeah. So, Star Ocean 3, I don't even have to think about it. Maria Traidor, I fucking love her. Definitely. She was always in my party. When she joined the party, never took her out, and I control her the entire game because usually I stick to the main character when controlling party members in battle. But in this case, when I got Maria, that's the character I controlled for the rest of the game. Star Ocean: The Last Hope. I remember beating the game for the first time with Raimi, and then the second time with Edge. Damn. Who's my favorite character in Star Ocean 4? That's a tough one. Bacchus, in terms of personality, I think Bacchus is my favorite character. But as a party member, I always thought the mage, what was her name? Like she barely has any clothes on. What was her name? The elf, pink hair lady. I mean, she was freaking broken, man. And I remember for the final boss, I used her because she's that good, I had to keep my distance from the final boss and used her with magic spells and abused those magic spells. I mean, she's a really good mage. Miria, thanks. She's my favorite character from Star Ocean 4 as a unit. And I mean, just look at her, man. I mean, goddamn. And then Star Ocean 5. Star Ocean 5, the true main character should have been the other 2. I forget her names. Not the blue-haired guy and the pink-haired girl. I mean, those fucking suck, even in battle. The other 2 guys, the travelers. What are their names? I forget. Green-haired guy and the blue-haired guy and the green-haired girl. His assistant. Canon? No. Well, you thought I was gonna choose the mage. She's pretty good, and she's a sight for sore eyes, indeed. But I don't know, man. She wasn't as good as Miria as a mage, in my opinion. So I think I'm gonna have to stick with these 2 guys. And finally, Star Ocean: The Divine Force, Elena. Hands down, Elena was my favorite character. I really like Leticia too. Very, very close second. I loved Leticia passionately. But I think I'm gonna stick with Elena. I mean, she's broken, she's badass, she's kind of weak. She can be taken down easily if you're careless in battle, but other than that, she has these combos and she's these attacks, and she feels great to control in the exploration and in battle, and she's fucking gorgeous. So there you go. Okay, so now that we have our 6 contenders, most of them girls, I'm gonna have to go with Maria as my favorite Star Ocean character. Maria from Star Ocean 3. Definitely. I just love her personality, I love her arc, I love that she is actually the main character in the game, and how everything happens pretty much because of her. And I love her moves, how she fights in battle. It's unusual for me to enjoy the character with pistols, with arms, with weapons like that, shooting. She was like the running gun. It's unusual for me to enjoy playing as a character like that without swords. But I loved her. I love playing as her, and I love her personality, her looks. She's sexy without even having to show a single piece of skin. I don't know. I love Maria, guys. She's my favorite Star Ocean character.